back at it again at Mega Man V. Alright, so, once again, we're skipping over Neptune, because Neptune, the staroid, is dead. So, it's on to the final, not planet, Pluto, who is a cat and is adorable. So, Uranus to Pluto, distance is about 3,029,000,000 kilometers. That's a lot of kilometers, which takes about 6,058 hours or 253 days. That is the bulk of this trip. So yes, Pluto stage. I guess I'll start with the music? So, this isn't one of my favorite songs, but I think it's kind of cool, I guess. I guess that's the word I'd go for with it. Honestly, it kind of sounds like a final level theme in, like, any other context. I don't really have any other description for it other than that. It's not one of my favorite songs, because I usually prefer the more fast-paced ones, more energetic songs, but this one's pretty solid. I like it. I guess in general, just the back half stages are my favorites, and I like them slightly more than the front half stages, and oh man, we've got a mini-boss! It's that one mini-boss from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, oh no! Except even easier than that mini-boss, because you just be on the other side of it. When the battle starts, be on the left. Once it digs into the ceiling, just go to the right side, and you won't be hit by the tiny rocks the boss spews. It's really not that dangerous. Oh, and here we actually have a secret passage. So, yes, we do need the Uranus weapon in order to actually get down here. And that's a Chaos Emerald! Oh, probably not. Anyway, yes, did you know this game had secrets? Because indeed, the back half stages all have secret passages of their own that typically require, other staroid weapons, so you probably won't get some of them on the first go, or at least one of them. You can probably do an efficient run where you get all but one gem on your first trip to a given planet, but then that would mean I'm not going from, not going in planet order, rather, and didn't do planet order at the start, but I am since we're going to the actual planets now. I think it's important. It's fine, we'll just do cleanup on the back half. Look, it took 1 year and 116 days for Mega Man to go from Earth to Pluto. He's gonna have to travel that again. He might as well take a pit stop every couple of months just to grab an extra gem. But anyway, yeah, as for the aesthetic of the stage, it is another factory that doesn't win any points, but I actually really like how well integrated, the technological aspect of the tile set is with, just the rocks and stuff. It looks like it all meshes together rather well. It's not a dilapidated factory like some of the other ones, though. Some of the fences are broken, but, you can chalk that up to why the hell would the developers make multiple fence backgrounds? I'm pretty sure those are background objects, not backgrounds made specifically for each stage. I would guess that they reuse those, because that would be entirely fair if they did. But yeah, other than that, this does feel like one of the newer of the factories, so I think Pluto feels like it is either newer than the others, or at the very least underutilized. I don't know, maybe Pluto doesn't drive the factory too hard, or maybe he just takes many cat naps. And just nothing really gets done around here. There are a whole lot of fans in case Pluto wants to sit under them and, go belly up. There are probably some heaters as well around here. I mean, there'd have to be, really. It is Pluto. Pluto's a large chunk of ice. Actually, no, I don't think that's true at all. I think that is exactly the wrong thing about Pluto. It's what people thought, but then that wasn't true. Anyway, there was that mini-boss again. Even is easier than the mini-boss in Sonic 3, and, wait a minute. I know that whistle. Proto Man, how are you on Pluto? I mean, thank you for the S and recharging all of my stuff, but how did you make it to Pluto? Proto Man, you don't even have a robot animal! Proto Man, you just have the items from Mega Man 2! At least Roll has Tango! Which is the real reason I haven't brought out Tango, because Roll has him. I don't know, maybe Proto Man's just a fan of Sonic Riders, and he's been using Item 2 to just ride Mega Man's turbulence across the galaxy. Anyway, it's Pluto. Pluto would be a really difficult boss if this were an NES Mega Man game, because his attacks can be pretty difficult to dodge, and if you didn't know which one was coming next, it would be really hard to dodge them. But he has a very clear pattern, and as such, he might catch you by surprise the first time around, but every other subsequent loop shouldn't be too bad. Honestly, this was definitely a very comfortable pattern to learn. I was rather fond of it. It took him from being, oh, that would be really annoying on the NES, to, oh, that's tolerable. I can actually manage this boss. He's very quick, but, you know, being predictable makes him not too nightmarish of a boss. Which is good, you know, because quite frankly, some of the more random attack-you-out-of-nowhere bosses in Mega Man console games are not my favorite thing. I'm not very fond of them. Anyway, here's what you get for beating Pluto. You get Break Dash. You just get this cool, weird shoulder charge / cat pounce. Never seen a cat pounce like this, but I mean, if it's based on a cat, it's gotta be a cat pounce, right? So anyway, after getting the weapon, Mega Man then has a prophetic dream where he gives the gem to Dr. Light. So, indeed, there are 3 other gems that we need to find, and apparently they were used as sources for an ancient civilization that lived on these planets. Alright, this is new information in 20XX that we don't have in 2021. Sure, Dr. Light, let's go with that. There was once a civilization on Pluto. And Uranus somehow. And Saturn? Don't know how all this happened. But anyway, yes. I guess on Mega Man's trip back to Earth, we're going to be doing our cleanup and finding the rest of the gems. And then we'll take the fight to Terra.